Or instead of playing the add 9 chord, I'm playing. You see? So this is actually an add 9 chord. So I'm playing it individually, the notes individually. And it adds beauty to the song. Then, so instead of playing the 4 chord major 7, I played it arpeggiated. See? So that's another thing you can add to your playing. Hello, you're welcome to this channel. My name is Chris Ebute, and in this channel I teach you how to play gospel style of playing. All right, the concepts in gospel and all that. A lot of things you can learn from here: licks, runs, lines, passing chords, and all that. And in this tutorial today, I want to show you some tips or some ways or some concepts you can add to your playing to make you sound gospelly, to make your chords sound gospelly, to make you sound like a gospel player, all right? There's some simple, concepts that I will just show you in this tutorial. And when you apply it in your playing, you will sound gospelly. Your playing will sound like a gospel player, we play. All right, and I'm going to do that using the song, Remember by Cross Worship. I have a subscriber who wants me to do a breakdown of that song. The song has simple chords, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the simple chords in the song, and then when I explain this concept I'm about to talk about, I will now apply it to these songs, to see how you can gospelize your song. In other words, make your song sound like gospel. There are some concepts that you apply to your playing that we can say, yeah, this is a gospel style of playing. All right, so the song I'm talking about is Remember by Cross Worship, and the song was done in the key of D. Was done in the key of D. So, okay, this is a progression. I don't know the song, but I wrote it down just to guide me. So the song is, This I remember, you've always been good. Yeah, you didn't fail me when I thought that you could. Then repeat it again. This I remember. Da, 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 da. Then I hear your voice as you call my name. You pull me out of my darkest place. Then you shine your light. I can see your face. Da, da, da. So it goes. Okay, so let me show you the breakdown of that one before I move forward. Okay, this I remember is just a 6 chord, then 5 sus 4, right? This I 6, remember, then 5 sus 4. This is not just a 5 chord, it's just 5 sus 4, right? And the easy way to build a sus 4 chord is just to take a major chord, raise the middle note by a half step, and you have your sus 4. So these are 6, and then 5 sus 4, da, 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 1, then 4. Do that again, da, 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 6, and sus 4, da, da, 1, and 4. All right? Then the other part, I hear, remain on 4, I hear your voice. Da, da. Then go to 6, da, da, then 5. Now, the real 5 now, not sus 4. Da, 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 then 4 again. And 4, then 1. 1, then 6, all right? The 1 chord is, the right hand is playing 4, 1. Then when you go to the 6th chord, the right hand will be playing 2, 1. So 4, 1, 2, 1. Then play that again. 4, 5. The 4, 4. Then Okay, so that's about that one. Then moving on, and I'll shout of your faithfulness, and I'll sing. I will not forget, 'cause I'll sing. Da, 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 da. Then 1, then a 6. So the progression, there's a syncopation there. You didn't play at the particular beat, you just played in between the beats. Da, 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 that's syncopation. That's a nice one. Da, 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 da. So it's still like a 1 chord, but 1 over the 3. So the 4, 1 over the 3, right? It's a slash chord. Da, 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 then 2, da, 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 then 1 and 6. Then go again, 4, and there's a syncopation, right? So after 6, the da da pa da 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 2, then 1 6. All right, so that's that part, and then the other last part is surely goodness. Da, 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 da. Still the same progression with the chorus. Da, 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 da. So 4. Then 1 over the 3. Da, da, then 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1 and 6. Then 4 again. The 1. No, not 1, but 1 over the 3, right? 4. 1 over the 3. 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1 and 6. Then you know, the last part also, that's the progression at the last part of the song, all right? So it has basically 3 types of progression. The first one is this I remember has one progression. I hear your voice has another progression. Then surely goodness follows me, your goodness never. Okay, that one too has another progression. All right, so that is the simple progression of that song, all right? So I'm going to talk about this concept I'm about to talk about. And when I talk about any point, and I'll show you how you can apply it in your playing. All right, so what's the first gospel concept that you need to learn to add to your song to sound gospelly? The first one is that make your chords 7th chords. Very simple. Let your chords become make your chords to become 7th chords. In gospel, we use 7th chords a lot. I like almost every time. If a gospel player is playing, you're going to be hearing 7th chords. You understand? So the progression of the first part, this I remember. This are 6 and 5 sus 4. 1. You see? 4. Now these are simple triads. Now you can start adding your 7th. These are remain. So the 6th chord, which is a B minor, I've turned it to B minor 7. And this is like a rootless voicing at the right hand, right here, because there's no roots, but the left hand has roots. So these I remember. I'm adding my 7th now. Then instead of just playing the sus 4, I'm adding the 7th, making it an A7 sus 4. Da 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 da. Then da da da. Now the one chord, instead of just making it just the D major chord, I'm adding my 7th. Now if you're adding 7th, ensure that they are diatonic 7th chords, right? Except you know what you're doing, but basically you should start with the diatonic 7th chord. So you can see that when I'm on the 1 chord, da da da, on the 6th chord, I'm playing minor 7. So in the sus 4, I'm playing sus 4, 7 sus 4, right? Now on the 1 chord, I'm playing major 7, not dominant 7 or any other any 7, but major 7 because it's diatonic. 7th. So the 7th here is the D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when you play a triad and add this note to it, it becomes a major 7. So, right? Da da, this da 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 da. Then the 4. The 4, I'm making this chord the major 7th. You can see I'm adding my 7th. Why is it 7th? Because this is a G chord. All right? And the key of G, this is the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Then I hear your voice. Da-da-da. I'm still playing seventh chord. I'm playing 5 now. You can see I'm adding the 7th there. Then, all right. So that's 7th. Though any chord you're playing, add your 7th. Now, if you don't understand how to use your 7th or how to use your diatonic 7th chords, I've done a video on that before. I'm going to put a link. Put the tutorial number and also the link at the description. So if you don't really understand 7th and the best 7th chord to use at every degree of a major scale, then watch those videos. It's going to help you, guide you on the best 7th chords to use. That's if you are not familiar with 7th chords. That's the first one. Let's look at the second one. The second one is that start adding 9th to your chords. When you add 9th to your chords, you also sound gospelly. You know, it begins to give that gospel sound. You know, it begins to bring out that gospel sound. All right? And when I say 9th chord, I'm not talking about add 9, I'm talking about 9th chord. There's a difference between add 9 and 9th chord. Of course, you can play add 9th chord. It's also a nice chord you can use in gospel. But at this point, I'm talking about the 9th chord. Now, what's the difference between the 9th chord and the add 9th chord? Now, by way of principle, if you want to start playing adding extended notes to your chord, making it an extended chord, there is a bridge that takes you to the extended notes, all right? And that bridge is a 7th note. So any chord you're playing, let's say we're in the key of C, and we have C major triad. If I want to have my 9th, my 11th, and all that, I should have my 7th in the chord. Then before I go to the extended interval. So by the time I add my 9th, why is this 9? Just count from the roots. 9th, just talking about 9th interval means is a 9th from the roots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's why it's 9. But if you play this note in your chord without adding that bridge that takes you to the extended interval, then it will just be called add 9, right? But by the time you add that 7th, whether a dominant 7 or a major 7, anyone, then it becomes a C dominant 9th. Or if it is this major 7th, it becomes a C major 9 or C major 7, 9. All right? If you add 11, it becomes C major 11. All right? But without the 7th, it's called add 9 or maybe add 11. So that's what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about adding your 9th means that you should have 7th in your chord, right? So, but if you want to play without the 7th, it still sounds good. All right, so it's good to add 9 to it. So let me play the same progression again in that song and then add my 9th. Let's see how it sounds. So this I remember. See? Da-da-da, da. The sound is beginning to sound complex now. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Sorry. Again. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. So what am I playing? I'm making the major. I'm making the 6th chord to be a 9th chord. So I'm adding my 9th. All right. So the 6th chord is a minor chord. So these notes with the 7th makes it a 9th chord. Why is this 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. That's the B minor scale. All right. So that is the 9th from the roots. So if you add that 9th chord to a minor 7th chord, it gives you minor 9. So this I remember. Then just as for da da da. The 2 chord, I'm adding the 9th. Why is this the 9th? Because in the key of D, it will be the 9th interval from the root. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right? Da 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 da. So even here, I'm still adding my 9th. Why is it 9th? Because this note is the 9th from the root, which is the G now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have your C major or C dominant, G dominant. If you add that note, it becomes C9. G9. I don't know why I'm calling it C. G9. All right? So these I remember. Then, ta-da-da. So by the time you begin to add this chord, these notes, extended note, the seventh and the ninth to your chord, you sound gospel, right? Gospelly. All right? So, okay, even on this 5 here, I have my ninth also here. Then, right? The rapper, one over the 3. So I'm adding, this is a 2 chord now, I'm making it a minor 9, right? You see? Minor 9, major 9, 1 over the 3, 3 to 2 chord, then 1, then 6. You can see I'm adding my 9th chord and it's giving a special flavor to the chords. Okay, so that's about the 9th chord. Let's move to the next point. The next point is grace notes. Adding grace notes to your song, and yeah, grace notes to your song, it gives that gospel style flavor. So what are grace notes? Grace notes is just quickly moving from a note, whether from up or from down, quickly to the original note that you want to move to. For instance, if I have let me use the same progression. So I can play something like this. These I remember. You see that? That's fast movement. This I remember. You see? Ta-da-da. Are you hearing that movement? So when you move, that kind of movement, it can be a half-step movement, grace note, or even a whole step. So you can see from here I move to this. Now, this is not the original note. This is the note I'm going to, right? So I move down a whole step and play this note before moving to the real note, right? Or sometimes I can do it from here. Anywhere at all. But just giving that sound. So that's grace note. So this I remember. Da-da-da. So this is a major 7. What if I do chromatic? Now this is a chord, but I'm moving grace note from this to the third. You see what I just did? Then, so I'm just moving from 4 to the 1, then 2 to the 1. So on that 2, I did a grace note. So that kind of movement is very common in gospel. So it's something that you could add to your song so that you can sound like gospel playing. Sound like the way gospel players will sound. So that's grace note. Let's move to the next one. The next one is arpeggio. Yeah, I like this one. Arpeggio is another nice way of playing to make your playing sound gospel-y. And what does that mean? It just means playing a particular note individually in a specific order, right? So if I have a key of, let's go to C now, and I want to play the C triad, instead of playing like this, I can decide to play like this. So that's arpeggio. Arpeggio, you see how I'm playing the notes individually, even though I'm playing a particular chord. All right, so playing like that also adds beauty to your song. It also makes you sound gospelly. All right? So let me play the same song again, then I do that. This I remember. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. You see? Da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. See? Da-da-da-da, again. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Right? Da-da-da. So you can see what I was doing. Now, instead of playing da-da-da, da, I play da-da-da. See? I'm picking the notes one by one. Da, da-da-da. Instead of playing I'm playing, or instead of playing the add 9 chord, I'm playing. You see? So this is actually an add 9 chord. So I'm playing it individually, the notes individually. And it adds beauty to the song. Then, so instead of playing the 4 chord major 7, I played it arpeggiated. See? So that's another thing you can add to your playing. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Then da-da-da-da. 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 Da-da-da. Da-da-da. So you can see that's arpeggio. All right? Da 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 da. So you can see all this movement. You know, broken chords, they also call it broken chords. When it's not going serially, you call it broken chords, all right? So it's like arpeggio and broken chords, all right? Da 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 da. So you can see this arpeggio. Like, it's just the 6th chord triad. So arpeggio adds beauty to your songs, all right? And it makes you sound gospelly. All right, let's move to the next point. The next point is add movements to your chords, all right? Now, when I say movement, what do I mean? Movement, you can move in thirds, you can move in fourths, you can move in sixths. You can even move in triads. For instance, if you are moving in triads, the best practice, or what we commonly do, is to play it in first inversion. So for instance, if you are playing